Hi dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to this Cricket Happening show with your host Ram. And on this Cricket Happening show, what we are going to see is the third one-day international between England and Australia. I left you with the score yesterday at 300 that England had put on the board. Thanks to James Taylor's made an ODI century, and also it was very essential that England actually won that particular one-day match against Australia, and yes, they definitely did when they bowled out the Australians for 207, thus keeping this one-day series alive as England notched up their first win in this one-day series, and now the series is absolutely alive with the fourth one-day coming up, and Manchester in Old Trafford really gave a lot of joy to the Englishmen as they had a handsome victory over Australia by 93 runs. Now Australia, so basically what I'm going to see today is I'm going to look at how Australia fared and talk about this Australian innings. Now as far as Australia were concerned, they were set 301 to actually win the match, and they didn't have a good start. Burns was an early victim as Stephen Finn picked up his wicket, caught by Morgan for 9, and then we saw a small partnership developing between Aaron Finch and Smith, and Aaron Finch was looking very confident while playing strokes. He was stroking the ball sweetly and freely when Stephen Finn and Vokes were bowling, and the spinners, I mean the pace bowling was coming pretty easy for the Australian batsmen Finch and Smith at the crease. They were really playing them well, and the score had actually gone on to 75, and that was the time the English captain Morgan decided to induct the spinners into the firing line. Adil Rashid was the man who obliged the skipper by forcing Aaron Finch to go over the top, and Chris Vokes took the catch, but not before Aaron Finch had done a fine job in contributing 53 of 60 deliveries with 8 fours, which was good to see. After that, Bailey came in and joined Stephen Smith, and with the score on 75 for 2 when Smith departed, in fact before Finch, it was Stephen Smith was the first to go, caught by Finn of the bowling of Rashid for 25, 33 deliveries with 3 fours, and then Aaron Finch followed by holding out to Adil Rashid. So that made it 106 for 3, and then unfortunately for Australia there was not much of an effort, I would say, because Bailey was the only one who contributed 25, but Maxwell was a disappointment. After stroking 17 of 12 balls with 3 fours, it was Moeen Ali who picked up the wicket. In fact, it was the spinners who really put a sort of a spanner into the Australian works here, with Adil Rashid and Moeen Ali bowling 20 overs between them with 2 maidens and giving away 73 runs, and in the process capturing 5 wickets, which brought this Australian innings to 207 all out. As I said, Bailey contributed 25 of 42 deliveries, no 4, and Maxwell is out for 17. Mitchell Marsh could contribute only 13 of 26 balls with 1 4, and Liam Plunkett picked up his first of his 3 wickets there. And then Matthew Wade decided to, Matthew Wade was still a hope for them, but unfortunately the Australian tail never offered anything of any sort of resistance, as Liam Plunkett picked up the wicket of Aston Agar for 5, Mitchell Starc was into the pavilion for 1, and Cummins was a victim of Plunkett for 5, Pattinson not out 2, Wade was the last man out, but as I said, the task was becoming very onerous at that stage. It was a long way to go, and in the end Matthew Wade was the final wicket to go. He was castled by Stephen Finn for 42 41 deliveries with 5 fours, thus bringing an end to the Australian innings, losing all the wickets for 207. They were all out for 207, and thus Australia losing their first match in this one-day series, as England won the match by 93 runs. The bowling, as I said, the pace bowling, barring Stephen Finn, 8 overs, 1 maiden, none for 43. Chris Vokes, 4 overs, none for 22. It was the Plunkett was a bit costly, but he picked up 3 wickets in the bargain, 360. But the spinners were the ones who really, I would say, they really throttled the Australian batting lineup with Liam 10 overs 1 minute 241 for Adil Rashid, Moeen Ali 10 overs 1 minute 3 for 32, very impressive. Ben Stokes 2 overs 1 for 6, and the player of the match, there was absolutely no doubt about it that James Taylor, with his maiden ODI 100, took the man of the match award. Now, so this is as far as the third one-day international is concerned. So as I said, what England have ensured is that they have kept the series absolutely alive, and I'm sure the fourth one-day international should be a real beauty. So that is as far as that news is concerned. I'm trying to see whether there is any other news that I can cover for you, dear fans and subscribers. Yes, I do have some news coming in from India that Shikhar Dhawan is going to lead the India A squad against the Bangladesh A squad. So that is another route which is coming in. Now, another news is that Kevin Peterson, as you remember, he's a South African-born England batsman. You know, he's no longer a part of the England team. I mean, he's retired from international cricket, and he actually is going to play for his home team, in the sense Dolphins, and he's going to play in the South African domestic T20, and that is to go back to his origins of South Africa. He will be representing the Dolphins. Other than that, some news which is coming up is between Netherlands and Scotland. Yesterday was the first day's play in the Intercontinental Cup between Netherlands and Scotland, and it was a good job which was done by Scotland. In fact, they bowled out the Netherlands for 210 and found themselves in serious trouble at the end of the day, with Scotland score rating 19 for 3 at close of play. Netherlands, and the Josh Davey was very impressive, who took 3 for 36 with his bowling there. Netherlands 210 all out on the first day, the highest score being Real van der Merwe, who now plays for Netherlands after playing for South Africa for quite a long term. And Real van der Merwe was the highest scorer with 73 with 7 fours, 35 from Myberg, the hard hitter, 40 with 5 fours. Then we had contributions coming in from Cooper, 23 with 4 fours, 30 from Rippon with 5 fours. That was 210 all out. And the wickets for the Scottish were shared by Evan Sue for 57, 1 for 41 Taylor, 2 for 34 Sharian Sharif, Josh Davey 3 for 36, and Longay at 2 for 39. And Scotland find themselves to be in some serious trouble with a new bowler by the name Kingma. Kingma was the one who actually really, I would say, really hit them hard. And it was a new bloke, Kingma, from the Irish team, from the Netherlands team, actually picking up 2 wickets. He's a pace bowler, and he picked up 2 wickets. He dismissed both Garner and Mutchison for ducks. Then Ken Poitzer was a victim of the bowling of Real van der Merwe's spin. He was out for 11, and at close of play, Scotland was reeling under the Netherlands bowling spell there. They were 19 for 3 with Monson, the captain, not out on 5, and Beddington not out on 0. So that is as far as the Cricket Happening show is concerned. I don't have anything else to share, dear fan subscribers. It was a very short cricket show, and that's it from me, your host Ram, as far as this cricket show is concerned. Hope you all liked it, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow. That would be on my next Cricket Happening show. Till such time, I see you all. It's goodbye from host Ram Studios. Thank you.